So I should have the money situation figured out. I had to transfer some to Western Union. I'm gonna go find one of their locations, which should be open today because it's not the weekend anymore. I'm finally gonna get this cash. Then I'm gonna go load up the subway card. Then I'm gonna go explore another neighborhood. You know, as an American from the inside looking out, I'll never understand what kind of behavior we exhibit that just tells people we're American on sight. Because I was just at that cafe and I went to go pay, and she goes, "Where are you from?" And I said, "United States." She goes, yeah, but what state?" Like, she says it exactly like that. I'm like, ma'am, I'm just white. How'd you know I was American? I haven't even opened my mouth and you're already playing guessing games and you guessed correct. I don't know, I'm kind of offended that she guessed correctly. Then again, I don't know, type A personality maybe. Type A for American. Okay, so it never fails for there to be some huge, important federal holiday in whatever country I happen to be visiting, because I have not been able to go to the bank in 3 days because it was Sunday, then I was gone. Now today, March 24th, is a federal holiday in Argentina. So none of the Western Union branches are open from what I've seen, and I don't expect them to open today because it's a federal holiday, so can't get any cash. I've never had this much trouble getting cash in a foreign country. Very European feeling. So I knew the Mercado here in San Telmo was somewhere around. I didn't even go looking for it, I just accidentally stumbled upon it.
Look here.
This place is busy. And it's really, I feel like it could be busier. Probably not even the worst it gets. Ooh, a restroom. Thank you, Jesus. Got on the threads today. Right now I'm heading over to the, I don't even know what it's called. Oh, there's something going on. Sounds like music. No, that's coming from inside somebody's apartment. I see a crowd up here though. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm still in San Telmo. I'm walking east toward the waterfront. I think there are a bunch of parades going on here today in light of the holiday, because I see streets blocked everywhere. Oh yeah, this is definitely a something. These are estudiantes de Nacional de Buenos Aires. It's a group of students. Is this a school? El Colegio Nacional de Buenos Aires. Okay, so these are students of the school right here. It's preparation for some type of parade they're gonna participate in, I believe, because they have a big banner. And like I said, there are parades going on. socialista. Socialista. Encuentro peronista. Ah, la izquierda. Partido Comunista Che Guevara. Ah, Islas Malvinas, the Falkland Islands. I've been seeing a lot of signs that say the Falkland Islands. Las Malvinas son Argentinas, which means they belong to Argentina. Falkland Islands, if you don't know, are administered by Britain, still owned by Britain. Everybody there is British. Nobody there is really, I don't think anybody, a lot of people there are historically nationally British. Argentina still claims them because of the proximity. I think they claimed the territory at some point. I can't remember the full story. There was a war and everything. All right, so I've actually read up on the history of what's all going on here. So basically, on March 24, 1976, 50 years ago today, a coup d'etat was brought forth here in Argentina to overthrow Isabel Perón, who was the president at the time, a leftist president. The military rised up, kind of with support from the U.S., not like direct, but the U.S. was aware that this was going on. Kissinger was aware this was going on, and if anything, was like, yeah, y'all should do that. Y'all should really overthrow the communists, because this was all part of the Cold War efforts and everything. So they do that. They overthrow the president. Then this starts a whole thing called the Dirty War, which was a period of time here in Argentina where people were just disappearing. And it was kind of like the Red Scare in the US, except they were actually being kidnapped, tortured, and killed here in Buenos Aires. I had no idea any of this was happening, or any of this happened. I just read up on this. But it's absolutely crazy. So pretty much everything that's going on here is just it's a memorial for people who disappeared. And as you can see, kind of leftist ideologists are kind of speaking up against this entire thing. I'm sure this is not a proud moment in the history of Argentina, but this was the start of a huge reformation that they had, and that's what this holiday is. That's why it's a Remembrance Day. This is just crazy. Everyone's out here. It's a lot of national pride.
Mejor dicho, y también al gobierno de la ciudad que facilitó algunas cosas y al gobierno.
Aquellos que quieran tomar gracia de la Virgen, tocar a la Virgen y pedirle por algún amigo, hijo, hija que necesita.
And that, my friends, is Elite Residences. I bet Messi has a condo there. I know Messi's house is somewhere. I think he's got a house here in Buenos Aires, but I don't know where. Anyways, now I'm gonna head over to Boca, which is another neighborhood a little south of here. It's a very colorful neighborhood. So this is the Boca neighborhood of Buenos Aires, home of the Boca Juniors, which is one of the premier football clubs here in Buenos Aires. There seems to be two main clubs that people support. the Boca Juniors and River Plate. I think Boca is the more popular one because I see they have the blue and yellow jerseys, which I see people commonly wear. The River Plate jerseys are the striped red and white, which I've seen a little bit too, but I think I see more Boca fans around. Maradona, a very famous soccer player from here in Argentina, he played for this club at one point.
Ahí tiene variedades al fondo.
Yo tengo Argentina y Boca.
¿Qué buscas?
Una camiseta.
Ahí tenemos.
No, ya lo tengo.
Argentina y Boca.
Sí.
Hay otras camisetas, hay otros equipos, hay otro club.
Yes. Yo vuelvo.
Dale.
Yo vuelvo. It's funny how around here, if you so much as make eye contact with some store owner, they will immediately start peddling, and just like they're relentless. They don't stop until they sell you something. It's worked on me a couple times, but most of the time I'm just like, no, I really don't need that. Jerseys, souvenirs. El barrio de Boca es muy colorado. See, all the colors. I'm gonna have to get some food around here. They have parrillas everywhere. The grills, grilling meat. Keep walking past them. Oh my God. Chorizo, and whatever this is, Argentina. One of the performers, the first ones I recorded, they had me come on stage and collaborate with them. He was doing like some kind of, it looked like a jump rope that he was just shaking around, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I got a free cigarette out of it, so can't complain there. Just got a picture with Messi and Maradona. La Boca. Papa Francisco. Many statues of Pope Francis around Buenos Aires, as he grew up here. Man, I'm in love with this neighborhood. It is just so colorful, and there's families out and everything. Oh, here's the waterfront. There are statues of Diego Maradona on literally every balcony I see around here. Him, you'll see Messi everywhere, Pope Francis. They're like the big three figures of Argentina. And I think the reason they call this neighborhood Boca is because Boca means mouth in Spanish. It's at the mouth of the river.
Cuánta nieve hay en mi alma, qué silencio hay en tu puerta, y al llegar hasta el umbral, un candado de dolor me detuvo el corazón. Nada queda en tu casa.
So I sort of screwed myself on that taxi ride because I was waiting on an Uber. It took too long to get to me, so I said, you know what, I'll just take this taxi that's sitting right here. Well, I get in, I forgot to ask him if he accepts card. Of course he said no. And I was like, oh, well, that's just great, because I haven't been able to go to the bank all week, honestly. So I had to get him to drive me to an ATM, and luckily I was able to withdraw some cash there. And for a fat fee, but whatever. I will say, I know it sounds like I'm complaining. You know, in my nature, I just kind of tend to bitch about things, but really, I just like to share my learning experiences and like how my falters that I have. To note, if you ever come to Buenos Aires, what not to do. Yeah, you kind of have to figure things out a little more in South America, and also know a little more of the local languages. Luckily, most of South America speaks Spanish, so you can just learn Spanish and then kind of find your way around basic Spanish. But yeah, it's definitely gonna trip, definitely gonna falter a little. So right now I'm just looking for sorry, something just made me laugh. I'm looking for the Museum of Fine Arts, which was recommended to me by someone. That looks like it would be, because that's a fancy looking building, but I don't know, because I'm not looking at a map right now. When I catch someone speaking English, I'm just like, where are y'all from? Where's the 25-hour store? I've seen a shit ton of them, except for when I need one. There's just people crossing the street. This is the hotel where Liam Payne died back in 2024. Tragically passed away. They have this little memorial set out for him. It's definitely fan-made. If you're watching and you don't know who Liam Payne was, he was a member of One Direction, very acclaimed boy band of the 2010s. You know, I wanted to come here for me, just to see it. Yeah, it was just so sad because it was very sudden, and like one of the first of our generation, one of the first celebrities of our generation to just, you know, out of nowhere die like that. I don't know, it's still kind of unreal thinking about it, but you know, we live on. This is a pretty part of Palermo, though. I can see why the expensive hotels are here.